Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the rampage tourney?
About that evening.
Ah, yes. I never thanked you properly for helping me with the laundry. That storm would have carried it off to God knows where.
Oh, I think you thanked me enough. But next time we should take shelter somewhere else. That hayseed gets into places it shouldn't, and itches like mad.
Henry, you donkey. You really know how to sweet-talk a girl, don't you? And anyway, what do you mean by next time? Just what exactly do you have in mind for the two of us?
How do you see things?
Me? Well, when you're not behaving like a total nincompoop. I kind of like being with you.
I behave like a nincompoop.
Yes, like now answering a question with another question. How do you see it with us, Henry? If I really must say it, I like you very much. And you saved my life in Skalitz.
And you saved mine. So we're even. Well, we'll be together. Like a couple. And when the time comes, you'll take me as your husband, right?
You're full of yourself, aren't you? But that's not how things are done.
Well, obviously, under normal circumstances, I'd ask your pa for your hand, but...
Papa? Yes. He'd set the dogs on you. Now you'd have to get Uncle Peshek's blessing.
I reckon I'd have no better luck with him. Unless he saw a way to profit from it.
And I'd have a sack of flour for my dowry. But seriously, Henry, what kind of husband would you make? You can't sit still in one place for an hour at a time.
Well, I've got a lot of duties, but... I'm very fond of you, you know. And maybe one day...
I know, you silly sod. We can't get married yet. But we can still see each other and be fond of each other. What do you mean by next time?
Hey, lad!
Just what exactly do you have in mind for the two of us?
When you say the two of us, it gives me goosebumps. Sorry, but I don't want anything more. I'm not the right kind of fella for a millmaid.
What do you mean you don't want anything more? Am I only good for a roll in the hay? You behave as if I was asking you for a wedding. At least now I know what you're really like. Next time I'll take care of my own laundry, even if it's raining brimstone. Farewell. Clear off. I told you to get lost.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. I love it here by the water. But how come you've been so quiet the whole time? What's on your mind?
You're on my mind.
Oh? In what way?
Well, you know. How pretty you look in that.
Ah. You think I look pretty, do you?
Yeah. Especially when you laugh.
I was afraid you'd say especially when you've no clothes on.
Well, now that you mention it.
Come here, you charmer. But how come you've been so quiet the whole time? What's on your mind?
I was thinking about food.
I might have known.
I'd love some sweet pancakes with honey.
And some milk to wash them down.
Followed by a roast chicken leg.
Oh, Henry.
What? It's really good.
Not all at the same time. You can't eat roast chicken after pancakes and milk.
Why ever not?
You're an odd one.
Well, that's what you love about me, isn't it?
Maybe. But how come you've been so quiet the whole time? What's on your mind?
Nothing. I'm thinking about nothing.
But that's not possible.
Yes, it is, look. Nothing.
Are you pulling my leg?
Not at all. Us men do that all the time. Or at least I do. Anyway, why do we always have to be thinking about something? You ought to try it too.
What? Thinking of nothing? Isn't it boring?
Certainly not. It's peaceful and quiet, and I'm here with you. What would I want to think about?
You have a point. I don't need anything else either when I'm here with you. We can think about nothing together. Hey there, handsome.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. Henry, do you think sometimes about how it was in Scarlet?
How do you mean?
Back then, before everything. When I was taking care of the hens at the mill, taking Sammy his lunch at the mines.
It seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
In the summer, I always took my shoes off and walked barefoot the whole way. And when it was really hot, I'd stop at the stream and stick my feet in the water for a while.
I had to make do with the tub in the yard when I was helping Pa in the forge. You know how hot it gets there in the summer? I always sneaked off if I could, even though I knew Pa would tan my hide when he came home.
I remember that. He was always looking for you all over the village, but you'd be hiding somewhere with Fritz and Matthew. Me and the other girls used to follow you secretly, but we never told your pa where you were. And when he gave up looking for you, the three of you would go off to the woods to beat each other with sticks.
Yeah, we were playing at being knights. Jesus, I used to get black and blue from it. I can still feel some of the blows that big ox Fritz landed on me.
No more playing at nights. Now you're practically a real one.
Ah, I'm no knight.
You are, though, as chivalrous as they come. You saved my life.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, then you're a knight too. After all, you saved my life.
Henry, a girl can't be a knight.
But she can save lives just as well.
Oh, who wouldn't save a little lamb like you?
Indeed, as you say, young damsel, I am the very soul of knighthood.
The noble Sir Henry of Balderdash, the very picture of manhood. Pray, what is your coat of arms, Sir Knight? A beer tankard? A pair of crossed chicken legs?
Such wicked words, you shameless wench. Being a knight is not about symbols, but about deeds. But my coat of arms should be a bolt of lightning above a stable.
I thought a knight was supposed to prove his manhood a bit differently than you with your lightning in the stable. And besides, it is unfitting to talk of such matters, lest there be complaints at the court that Sir Knight is wasting his strength on dallying with village girls.
Forgive me, fair maid. Love for you has clouded my reason.
Henry, you really are a donkey. Isn't it heavy? The armor, I mean. Have you come to rescue me, Sir Knight? I could hear you rattling a mile off in that armor. What's the armor for? Are you afraid I'll jump you?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. Henry, let's play a game.
What game?
A guessing game. I have something with me today, and you have to guess what it is.
All right. You'll have to give me a clue, though.
Fair enough. Here's a clue for you. It's something you'd find in a tavern.
Is it a bed?
A bed? They have beds in taverns, that much is true. But no, I don't have a bed hidden on my person as it happens. And I thought you were more observant.
Is it mead?
You're close, but that's not it.
It's a sausage.
Always thinking about food, aren't you? No, Henry, it's not a sausage.
What a pity. Is it wine?
Ah, sir would like some wine, would he? From a golden goblet, or will silver do? No, it's not wine, but you're close.
Is it beer?
Finally! What else would you go to a tavern for?
So it is beer. Let's be having it then.
Wait, that's not all. Since you guessed right, as a reward, you can choose. Either I'll give you the beer, or I'll reveal one piece of family wisdom our grandfather used to tell us.
Nothing against your granddad, but wisdom isn't much good for the thirst.
As you like. My secret will remain forever concealed. Here you are. Enjoy it. It's something you'd find in a tavern.
Is it beer?
Oh, I made it too easy for you, didn't I?
So it is beer. Let's be having it then.
Wait, that's not all. Since you guessed right, as a reward, you can choose. Either I'll give you the beer, or I'll reveal one piece of family wisdom our grandfather used to tell us.
Tough choice. All right, I'll take the wisdom.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Really, really ready?
Don't leave me in suspense. Tell me.
Right. Listen carefully. This is the wisdom of our family, passed down from generation to generation. When someone offers you free beer, take it.
Well, that's it. All right, you got me. I admit it. Nice one.
At least next time you will be wiser. Anyway, that's all the wisdom I have for you today. It's time me and my beer headed for home. Will you accompany us?
Well, naturally, I couldn't leave such a pretty pair to go alone.
I have something with me today, and you have to guess what it is.
Nah, I don't think so. I'd just end up making a fool of myself.
Oh, come on. There's nothing to it. Just try it, Henry. Otherwise, you'll never find out what I've got.
No, really. I'm not in the mood for games today.
All right. I won't force you. In that case, we should head back. Maybe next time you'll bring a better mood along with you when you take a girl for a walk. Just try it, Henry. Otherwise, you'll never find out what I've got.
Oh, all right. I'll give it a go, since you begged so nicely. You'll have to give me a clue, though.
Fair enough. Here's a clue for you. It's something you'd find...
It's a sausage.
I was just thinking about you.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to. Henry, I don't want to complicate things, but how do you think it will be between the two of us? After all that's happened to us both, you're all I have left in my life, but you've got a lot of work for Sir Radzig and I'm afraid you'll have to leave me too.
Have no fear. I'll never leave you. Wherever my duties might take me, we'll still be together. After all, you're all that's left to me too. And even though everything might change...
Henry, will you promise me something?
Anything.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself, even if you were to go away for a long time and meet other girls. If I were to lose you too, I don't know what I'd do.
Ah, Theresa.
Just promise me.
I promise.
Thank you. I know it's a hard thing to promise, but... You know, well, we ought to be heading back. I still have work to do. Besides, you don't want to see me crying like a baby here.
Definitely not. You'd start me off too.
Right then, let's go.
It depends what it is.
Just... You'll take care of yourself, won't you? Wherever you are. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you too.
All right? That I can promise you. I'll take care.
Thank you.
I can't promise that. I'm not a soothsayer, and I don't want to lie to you.
I understand. I wouldn't want you to lie to me either, Henry, except maybe about just that one thing. Oh well. Let's head back. I still have work to do. You're all I have left in my life, but you've got a lot of work for Sir Radzig and I'm afraid you'll have to leave me too.
I don't know. Only a short time ago, I thought I'd be a blacksmith and take over Pa's forge. And look at us now. A lot of things have changed. God knows what will be tomorrow. The main thing is we're together.
If only it could always be like this.
If only.
Henry, will you promise me something? I've got something for you. I hope you won't need them, but just in case.
Thank you. Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, and hit that notification bell, and then check out some of these other videos. Find the link to our Discord server and other important stuff in the description below.